Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Now I'm doing 10th class maths, application of trigonometry. Already I have done how to use this trigonometrical ratios in finding heights and distances of certain problems which are dealing with a single triangle. Now the next part of it is solutions for two triangles. In case if you have two triangles, how you need to solve this? Important sums, children. Listen carefully and practice well. Now I'm doing example 6. What is this example 6? It says two men either on either side of the temple. This is like this. Two men on either side. It goes on like this. Let me read the problem. Two men on either side of a temple of 30 meters height. Temple height is given as 30 meters. Observes its top at an angle of elevation of 30 degrees and 60 degrees. One person is standing on one side of a temple and another person is standing on other side. So for the first person, the angle of elevation he found for the top of the temple is 30 degrees. For the second person, it is 60 degrees. Find the distance between two men. At what distance they are there? This is the question, children. So let us see first. First, we need to draw a diagram. Suppose this is temple. Let me consider AB is the temple. And the temple height they have given 30 meters. So this is temple height. Now two persons are standing like this. Let me take a person C here, a person D. They are standing in such a way that one is making an angle of elevation. How much? 30 degrees. And the second person is making an angle of elevation as 60 degrees. Now the question is, between these two people, what is the distance? They are asking. This is the problem, children. Now let me consider this as x meters, distance between them. Let me consider this as y meters. Okay, this is y meters, x meters and y meters. Now I need to find out x and y. Now you have got two triangles. First let us write what is it. AB is the height of the temple, that is equal to 30 meters they have given, and CB is the distance between the temple and first person, that is equal to, I am considering this as x meters. Now dB it is, sorry children, dB 30 degrees I said no, dB is the distance, x meters, then angle of elevation from D to A is equal to 30 degrees. And at the same time, CB is distance between the second person and the temple. This I am taking it as y meters. Then angle of elevation from C to A is equal to 60 degrees. This is what you have got. Now we need to find out what is the problem. CD is equal to how much is the question. The distance between the two persons is how much. So let us take first in triangle ABD, this triangle, definitely angle B will be 90 degrees. So opposite side is given, adjacent side we have taken. So this we will be talking about tan 30. Tan 30 degrees is equal to AB by BD. What is tan 30 degrees? 1 by root 3 is equal to 30 by BD. So, what is BD, children? BD is equal to 30 root 3 is BD. Okay. Next, we will go to the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So here we will be taking it as tan 60. Tan 60 degrees is equal to AB by BC. Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to AB 30 by BC. BC, let me take like this only BC. Here I have taken BD as this. So BC. Okay. So what you will be getting? Root 3 BC is equal to 30. What is BC? 30 by root 3. Now what we want, children? We want BC, CD we want. What is CD? Here BD is 30 root 3 means BD or DB we have taken X. X is equal to 30 root 3 meters and this is Y is equal to 30 by root 3 meters we have got. Now we will do one thing, children. We will rationalize the denominator. On rationalizing the denominator, on rationalizing the denominator, what are you getting? 30 by root 3 becomes 30 root 3 by root 3 into root 3. You are rationalizing here itself. This means what? 30 root 3 by 3 you are getting. So 3 ones are 3 tens are. So what are you getting? 10 root 3. So we know that y becomes 10 root 3. Okay, 10 root 3 meters. Y is 30 by root 3 meters. I have made it as 10 root 3 meters. Now CD is equal to x plus y, isn't it? CD, here to here x, here to here y, x plus y. So what is x? X is how much we have got? 30 root 3 plus y is 10 root 3. So 30 plus 10, 40 root 3 meters. This is the answer. So the question is, what is the question? The distance. The question is, find the distance between two men. We have already written CD is the distance between CD is the distance between the two persons, and we have got CD as 40 root 3 meters. This is the answer for this problem, children. Please note it down. Now the next problem, children. It is example 7. A straight highway leads. A straight highway Let me read this problem. A straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. Means the highway road, it goes to the foot. It is going through the foot of a, through the foot means near it, it goes straight away. So the foot of a tower will be where will be in line with that straight highway. Ramaya, standing at the top of the tower, observes a car at an angle of depression 30 degrees. So the person is at some height. From this, suppose the straight line is like this. He was standing there and he observed a car and the angle of depression, because from top he is seeing down, angle of depression. So angle of depression is 30 degrees. And the car is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. The car is coming towards the foot of the tower with a speed which is very uniform. Means the speed is neither increased nor decreased. With the same speed, the car is coming from the place where he has observed the angle of depression as 30 degrees. From there, it is coming towards the tower with uniform speed, approaching the foot of the tower with uniform speed. 6 seconds later, after 6 seconds, the angle of depression of the car was found to be 60 degrees, because it is approaching towards the tower. Definitely, the angle of depression earlier it is like this. So the angle will be less, 30 degrees. Now, when it is coming nearer, angle of depression is becoming more, that is 60 degrees. Now find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. Means how much time from the point of second observation, how much time it is taken by the car to reach the tower. I hope I am clear, children. Let me draw the figure, then you will understand it better. Say, let me take this AB is the tower and BC, this is the road, straight road. So from here, the angle of depression means I should draw like this. So from here, the angle of depression okay, let me extend this little bit more. So from here, the angle of depression is 30 degrees. If that is 30 degrees, definitely this will be 30 degrees. So car is here. The car is moving with a uniform speed, and suppose it has come to this point D. So this he has observed from A, and he found that the angle of depression changed from 30 degrees to 60 degrees. This is angle of depression 60 degrees. That means this becomes 60 degrees. Now speed is 6, means from here to here he has come in 6 seconds. From here to here, what is the time taken, they are asking. So you have got two triangles here, children. So let us first explain what is each one represents. AB is the height of the tower. Did they give AB measure? They have not given. So let me consider this as H meters. Height of the tower as H meters. And CD is the initial, the distance between the tower and the car. Okay, BC I'll write. BC. BC is I can even write initial position of the car. Now, angle C is equal to, let me write here, E is equal to angle EAC is equal to, what is this? Angle of depression. Angle of depression from A to C, that is equal to 30 degrees, because angles EAC will be equal to angle C. Why is it? These two, this line becomes parallel line. So these two are alternate angles. Already in one problem I have explained. So these two are alternate angles, always they are same. So this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. Then DB is the DB is second initial position, I said no, second position of car. Okay, second position of the car. What else they have given? Time taken by the car to travel from C to D is equal to 6 seconds. They have given. Time taken is 6 seconds. And also we have written about BC. Now DB. What is DB? Already I have written second position of the car. I have written time taken also. They have given that I have written. Now I should write angle D is equal to angle EAD is equal to this one, angle of depression I said. Here this is also angle of depression, angle of depression from A to D, from A to D is equal to 60 degrees. Here also the same thing, these two are parallels. So when you forget about this, only this you have to see. This is 60 degrees means these two are alternate angles. So this is also 60 degrees. So this measure is given. Now what is the question? Time taken by the car to travel from D to B. This is how much is the question. From D to B, how much time it has taken to reach. This is the problem, children. I hope I am clear. Now we have got two triangles. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. So tan 30 degrees is equal to, what is it? H AB by BC. That means what is tan 30 degrees, children? 1 by root 3 is equal to H by BC. So what is BC? BC is equal to H root 3. Okay, BC is equal to H root 3 is the distance that it is traveled. That means to travel H root 3, it has taken 6 seconds. So time taken, time taken is equal to 6 seconds. So distance is h root 3 meters. Time taken is 6 seconds. Now let us see triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So here you are getting ABD tan 60 degrees. Tan 60 degrees is equal to AB by BD. AB by BD. Tan 60 means root 3. Root 3 is equal to H by BD. Okay. So, what is BD? BD root 3 is equal to H. So, what is BD? BD is equal to H by root 3 meters. So, the question is, to travel BC, time taken is 6 seconds. That means to travel H by root 3. Now, to travel, what have we understood? To travel H root 3 meters, it took 6 seconds. So, to travel H by root 3 meters, how many seconds? So, H root 3 meters take 6 seconds. H by root 3 meters take how many seconds? That means what you will be writing? H by root 3 into 6 into actually division. You have to write by, that means you can write reciprocal 1 by H root 3. H and H will get cancelled. 6 by root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 twos are. So, how much time it is taking? 2 seconds. So, the question is, what is the question? Time taken to travel from D to B. Time taken to travel from D to B is equal to 2 seconds. This is the answer, children, for this problem. Please note it down. Now, exercise 12.2, first problem, children. A TV tower, let me explain this problem. A TV tower stands vertically on the side of a road. From a point on the other side, directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. So that means what is happening? There is a TV tower on the side of the road. So suppose where I am standing at the side, there is a TV tower. Road width is like this. So on the other side of the road, one side TV tower is there. On the other side of the road, from there, from that point, when they have seen the angle of elevation, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is observed 60 degrees. And from another point, 10 meters away from this point, means from the edge of the road, he traveled 10 meters away. Then he found on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. So earlier at one edge tower is there. On the other edge of the road, when the person is standing and observing the angle of elevation, he found 30 degrees. Then he moved 10 meters away from it, from that point. Then he has found the angle of elevation as 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower as well as width of the road. So, let me draw the figure first. So, this is the tower. AB is the tower, and let me take BC is the road. This tower height is how much he has given? They have not given anything. You need to find out. So this is H meters. Height is H meters. Width of the road also you don't know. Let us consider it as X meters. But here The angle of elevation at C is nothing but 60 degrees. But what happened? This person has traveled 10 meters away from its position. Means D. This distance is 10 meters. 10 meters back he has gone. Now the angle of elevation has changed to 30 degrees. Now, what is the height of the tower and what is the width of the road? This is the problem for your children. So, let us first write what are the terms that you have got. AB is the height of the TV tower, that is equal to h meters, and BC, the width of the road, is equal to x meters, and angle C is equal to angle of elevation from C to A, that is equal to 60 degrees, and then CD is the distance moved, that is equal to 10 meters. They said on moving backward 10 meters. Now angle D, it is angle of elevation from D to A, that is how much? 30 degrees. So now let us proceed with the problem. Now you take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore, tan 60 degrees is equal to AB by BC. Tan 60 degrees AB by BC. Tan 60 means root 3 is equal to AB is h by x. Therefore, what is h? H is root 3x. So this you have got for triangle ABC. Now the next part, let me take in triangle ABD. This triangle I have to take ABD. Angle B is 90 degrees. So tan 30 degrees is equal to AB by tan 30 degrees is equal to AB by BD. AB by BD. Tan 30 means 1 by root 3 is equal to h by, what is BD, children? It is 10 plus x. 10 plus x. That means root 3h is equal to 10 plus x. Okay, here h is equal to root 3x. So, in the place of h I can take root 3x. That is root 3 into root 3x is equal to 10 plus x. Did you understand, children? Because h is root 3x. That in the place of h I have taken root 3x. That means 3 root 3 into root 3, 3x is equal to 10 plus x. That means 3x minus x is equal to 10. That is 2x is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 by 2. That is 5. What is the x, children? Width of the road. So, the width of the road, therefore, width of the road The width of the road BC is equal to 5 meters. This is one answer that you have got, children. Now, another question is, not only x you need to find out, you have to find out h. We know that h is equal to root 3x. That means root 3 into x value is 5. That is 5 root 3. Therefore, height of the tower is equal to 5 root 3 meters. This is one more answer, children. This is the first sum of exercise 12.2. Please note it down. Now, second problem, children. A 1.5 meters tall boy. So, let me read this problem. Where a 1.5 meter tall boy is looking at the top of a temple which is 30 meters in height from a point at a certain distance. A boy whose height is 1.5 meters, he is observing a temple. He is observing the height of the a temple which is having a height of 30 meters. The angle of elevation from his eye. Remember, children, angle of elevation from his eye. That means his height should be taken into consideration. From his eye to the top of the crown of the temple increases from 30 degrees to 60 degrees as he walks towards the temple. When he is walking from his place towards the temple, the angle of elevation naturally increases. It has increased to 60 degrees. Find the distance he walked towards the temple. How much distance he has walked, that you need to say. So let us talk about the problem. The diagram we will do. First, let me take AB is the height of the temple, which is 30 meters in height. This total height is 30 meters. So, at some distance, say, at some distance, so let me take this as a C. The person is standing and he is of 1.5 centimeters. So let me take this point as a D. 1.5 meters, sorry. He is 1.5 meters is the tall. The person is 1.5 meters tall. So what he did is, he was here from his eye, that means from this top. I should take the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. From his eye, the angle of elevation is 60 degrees means what, children? You have to draw a line like this here. So from D, you should draw a line. So that the angle of elevation here is first 30 degrees. The angle of elevation is 30 degrees. From here, what happened? This person has moved to certain distance. And when he has moved here, suppose he has moved from here to here. Here he has moved. Then, see, his eye comes here. Now, the angle of elevation is shifted to 60 degrees. Now the question is, how much distance has he traveled? Let me take this point as E. How much distance he has traveled? Let me consider this as X meters that he has carried, and let me consider this distance as y meters. Y meters is this distance. So now you see children, if the height of the person here it is 1.5, then definitely this is also 1.5 meters, this height. If this is 1.5 meters, what is this? This is 30 minus 1.5, so take 0, 5 here, 9 minus 1, 8, and 2, 28.5. So this height, internal height from here to here is 28.5 meters. So let me write first what are the nomenclatures that we will be writing here. AB is the height of the temple, 30 meters. And what else we can say? CD is height of the boy, 1.5 meters. And BC is the initial distance between the temple and the boy. And angle of elevation from D to A. Okay, because D is the place where his eye is present. BC is the initial distance. BC can be, let me talk at this point as E. BC, that means what? BC is nothing but DE. DE is equal to BC is the initial distance between the temple and the boy. Next, angle D. Angle D is the angle of elevation from D to A, that is equal to 60 degrees. Now DE, E already I have written here. Let me name this as F. Okay, so F it is a DF. DF is equal to BC. Okay, now what I should talk about now? DE. What is DE? DE is the distance traveled by the boy. Distance traveled by the boy, that is equal to x meters. Okay. Angle E is angle of elevation from E to A, that is equal to at A. Angle D is, sorry children, angle D is 30 degrees and this is 60 degrees. Angle D is 30 degrees and angle E to A is 60 degrees. Now we need to find out what is X. Now first let us take triangle AEF. In triangle AEF, angle F is equal to 90 degrees. So tan 60 degrees is equal to AF by FE or EF. Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to AF. What is AF? You have got 28.5. Here I have done 28.5 by EF. EF is Y. So, what can you say? Y is equal to 28.5 by root 3, or on rationalizing the denominator, y is equal to 28.5 into root 3 by root 3 into root 3, that is equal to 28.5 root 3 by 3. 28.5 means, see, 8 plus 2, 10, 15. So I can cancel by this by 3. 3 nines are 27. 3 fives are 15. So how much am I getting? 9. You may not see it here, children. I'll write it. This is equal to 9.5 root 3 is y value. You have got it here. Now we go to the next triangle. Now we will go to the next triangle, and the next triangle is triangle ADF. In triangle ADF, angle F is equal to 90 degrees and tan 30 degrees is equal to AF by FD or DF. Are you understanding? ADF. In this, tan 30 degrees is equal to AF by FD or DF. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to AF is 28.5 by DF. What is DF, children? D to F is nothing but X plus Y. That means X plus Y is equal to 28.5 root 3. Now here, Y value you have got 9.5 root 3. X plus 9.5 root 3 is equal to 28.5 root 3. So what is X? 28.5 root 3 minus 9.5 root 3. So how much are you getting? From 28.5, if you subtract 9.5, 0 here, 9 and 1, 19. 19 root 3, you have got X. X is the distance he has moved. So you can take it as 19 into 1.732, where root 3 value is 1.732. So 1.732 into 19. 19 twos are 38. 19 threes are 57. 57 plus 3, 60. And then we'll go to 19 sevens are. 19 sevens is 133. 133 plus 6 is nothing but 139. 9 here, 13 here. 19 ones are 19. So when I take 19, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is 3. So 32.908 meters. X is equal to 32.908 meters. So what is this X? The question is distance moved towards temple. Distance moved towards temple is equal to 32.908 meters. This is the answer for this problem, children. These are lengthy problems, but if you carefully observe, they are very easy. Please go through it and learn them properly. Now, third problem, children. A statue stands, goes on like this. Let me read. A statue stands on the top of a 2-meter tall pedestal. You know that statues will be kept upon a pedestal. Pedestal means a base. Upon the base, statue will be erected. So, the base, the pedestal height is 2 meters. Upon it, the statue was placed. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degrees. And from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degrees. Find the height of the statue. So, if you draw the diagram, you will understand this. So, let me take, see, let me take this point A and B. This is the top of the pedestal. This is 2 meters. And let me call it as C. This is height of the statue. Let me call it as H meters. Now, so here, from a point, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue, let me call it as a D, is 30 degrees. I think it is 30 degrees. Sorry, it is 60 degrees. And from the same point, the angle of elevation of, let me take A little bit up. Let me take A here. This whole distance is 2 meters. A here. So this distance is, this angle is 45 degrees. Means what, children? The pedestal height is here. Upon it, the statue is there. The angle of elevation to the top of the statue is 60 degrees. The angle of elevation to the top of the pedestal is 45 degrees. Now, the question is, find the height of the statue. So, what is AB? AB is the height of the pedestal. Pedestal, which is nothing but 2 meters, and AC is the height of the, what is it? A statue. Let us consider it as H meters. BD is the distance between the pedestal and the observer. Let me call it as X meters. This distance is X meters, we will be calling it as. Now, angle D. Angle D, in the sense I should write angle BDC is equal to angle of elevation from D to C, that is equal to 60 degrees, and angle BDA is angle of elevation from B to A, that is equal to 45 degrees. Now we need to find out what is the height of the statue. First, let us take triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, angle B is 90 degrees. So this is tan 45. Tan 45 degrees is equal to AB by BD. Tan 45 measures 1. AB is 2 by BD is x. Therefore, x is equal to 2. I have got x value as 2. Now, let me take triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, angle B is 90 degrees. So this is tan 60 is equal to BC by BD. BC by BD. Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to BC. What is BC? It is nothing but h plus 2. This whole height means this height plus this height. This is h plus 2 by BD. BD is how much? X. But you have got x is 2. X is 2 means what? What is x? BD is equal to 2 meters. We have got BD as 2 meters. So in the place of BD, I'll write 2. That means 2 root 3 is equal to h plus 2. So what is h? 2 root 3 minus 2. That is 2 into root 3 minus 1. I have taken 2 as common. That is 2 into 1.732 minus 1. That is nothing but 2 into 0.732. So if it is 2 into 0.732, how much am I getting? 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14. 1.464. That is h value. H is height of the, what is this height? They are asking height of the statue. Therefore, the height of the statue is equal to 1.464 meters. This is the answer for this problem, children. Please note it down. This is third problem. Now let us see the fourth problem. From the top of a building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cell tower is 60 degrees and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degrees. If the distance of the building from the tower is 7 meters, then find the height of the tower. A person is standing upon a building and a tall tower is there in front of him. So from the top of that building, he is observing the top of the tower with an angle of elevation that is 60 degrees. And he is observing the bottom of the tower at an angle of depression 45 degrees. Now the question is, find the height then he is asking find the height of the tower. The distance between the tower and the person is 7 meters. So let us first draw the diagram that will give you an easy explanation. So this is, let me draw. AB is the height of the tower, top and cell tower, and at a distance of 7 meters. They have given the distance is 7 meters. This distance is 7 meters. There is a building. This is the building. And from the top of a building, the angle of elevation. So I need to draw a line like this parallel so that I can talk about angle of elevation and angle of depression. So here, from the person is observing the angle of elevation is 60 degrees, and at the same time the angle of depression of the bottom of the tower, this is angle of depression 45 degrees. So if this is 45, definitely this is also 45 degrees. So let me call this as E. Now the question is, what is the height of the tower? This is H meters. This is the height of the tower. This you need to find out. So what is given to you? AB is height of the tower, that is equal to H meters. CD is height of the building. So they have not given any height of the building. So let me consider it as X meters. And DC, distance between the tower and the building. How much it is? 7 meters BC. And then angle ADE, angle ADE is angle of elevation from D to A 60 degrees, and angle EDB, that is angle of depression from D to D, that is equal to 45 degrees. So if in this case we can talk about a triangle here and a triangle here. Now when you are talking about triangle BCD, in triangle BCD, angle C is equal to 90 degrees. So this is tan 45. Tan 45 degrees is equal to, for this opposite side is CD by adjacent side is BC. So tan 45 is 1 is equal to CD, that is X, by BC is 7. Therefore X is equal to 7. What is X? X is nothing but height of the building, that is 7 meters. X is equal to 7 meters. We have got it. Now the question is you need to find out height. Now let us talk about, see, if this is x meters, then B is also x meters. These two are, it is a rectangle. So B is also x meters. Then what is AE? AE is h minus x meters. From the total h, if you subtract x, you will be getting x. Now we will be talking about triangle. In triangle ADE, angle E is equal to 90 degrees in triangle ADE. So tan 60 degrees is equal to AE by DE. AE by DE. See children, if this is 7 meters, then definitely this also will be 7 meters only. If this is x, this is also x meters. And if this is 7, this is also 7 meters. So tan 60 is AE by DE. Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to AE. We have got AE as h minus x by DE. DE is 7. That means h minus x is equal to 7 root 3. X is 7, no? That means h minus 7 is equal to 7 root 3. So what is h? 7 root 3 plus 7. That is 7 into root 3 plus 1. That is 7 into 1.732 plus 1, because root 3 value is 1.732. So how much are you getting here? 7 into 1 plus 1, 2.732. So 7 2s are 14, 21, 22, 49, 51, 14, 5, 19. 19.124 is h. What is h? H is nothing but height of the tower. Therefore, height of the tower is equal to 19.124 meters. This is the answer, children. I hope I am clear with this. Please note it down. With this, I am concluding today's topic. In the next class, I will be doing the next part.